Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. The Tennessee Volunteers have put together quite the run thus far in the NCAA tournament. A dominant win over Miami of Ohio, a clutch defensive showing in round 2 against 3-seed Virginia, then an absolute beatdown on the glass of Iowa State in the Sweet 16. All of that has led to this, where Sunday in the Elite Eight, Tennessee had a chance to shock the world, to upset number 1 seed Michigan, to win the biggest game in program history. The Tennessee Vols have never been to a Final Four. Might now be the time the drought finally comes to an end. Chicago, Illinois is the site for this Midwest Regional Championship. The 6-seed Volunteers, the 1-seed Wolverines, a spot in the Final Four is on the line. And folks, this is how you start a game. First shot, first points. Bishop Boswell, he has been huge in March. 1 minute in, Tennessee strikes first, but Michigan indeed would strike back. My goodness, Roddy Gale flying in and slamming it in with 2 hands. And the key to success for the Vols really is get Jacoby Gillespie cooking from 3. Well, here's a good start. Deep one, he drills it. But Michigan would put their foot down on defending the Vols from beyond the arc, and Michigan began to run in transition. Boy, the Wolverines, their combination of size up front and speed in the backcourt, it is lethal, and it caused major problems for Tennessee. The Vols' big men, Jalen Carey, Felix Akpara, and J.P. Estrella hung in there on the glass. Rebounding in this game was even, but outside of that, Tennessee was simply outgunned and outmanned. After the Vols hung in there early, this one very quickly got out of hand as an 8-0 run turned into a 14-0 run, which soon turned into a 20-point lead for the Wolverines, a lead they would not come close to relinquishing. But at least they had this, the Vols. My goodness, Jacoby Gillespie, look out below. JG putting Yaxo Lendeborg on a poster, but the aforementioned Lendeborg would have the last laugh as he drops 27 points, and Michigan goes on to win it by 33 points. Any way you slice it, this was a very successful season for the Vols, returning to the Elite Eight for a 3rd straight year, but they ran into an absolute juggernaut in this Michigan team. Tennessee, their very memorable season is over. 95-62 is the final in Chicago.
Obviously disappointed. We think that we're better than what we showed today, and we sort of, well, the game was kind of where we had it in the first, 8 to 10 minutes, and then we picked up 5 quick fouls, and it got away from us, and give them credit, but just so proud of our guys. They've had a phenomenal year. Obviously, when you get to this point and you don't move on, it's extremely disappointing.
Boy, a tough one to watch for Vols fans. Michigan just simply too big and too talented for Tennessee, but don't let this ruin what was truly a great season for the Vols, exceeding expectations, winning 3 games in the dance, and having a whole lot of fun along the way. Meanwhile, on the diamond, my heavens, what a wild weekend series it has been in Nashville. Back-to-back games. Vanderbilt has walked off the Vols in extra innings. Tennessee wants nothing more than to avoid this sweep against their rival in the series finale, and this one is shaping up to be another great one. Tied at 10, but not for long, as Trent Grinlinger has a 2 RBI single. Fast forward now to the top of the 9th. How about some insurance for Big Orange off the mound and in his center? Once again, it's Grinlinger. The throw to third is off the mark. Actually, it hit the base runner, Manny Marin, so he can take a nice stroll home. A huge 9th inning for Tennessee as they will take a 5-run lead in the bottom of the 9th in Nashville, but the Commodores quickly get the bases loaded. Mac Whitcomb takes full advantage of that as he belts it in the left. Here comes one door and another door. Vandy, they're within 3. Bases are loaded again now for Tommy Gooden, and Vols fans, shield your eyes. There's just no way. It can't be. A real-life nightmare for Josh Elander's crew. A dream for VU. A walk-off grand slam for the Vanderbilt Commodores to cap off one of the wildest series you will ever see. 3 games, 3 days, 3 walk-offs for Vanderbilt, absolutely tearing apart the hearts of Tennessee. Vandy wins a thriller in Nashville, 16-15. Definitely a day to forget for Vols Nation. Truly, it does not get much more heartbreaking than that for Tennessee baseball. Vols will be back at home on Tuesday to take on Austin Peay.